All right, hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. You know the deal. We are so back. Buckle up and get ready. Oh, I don't have my B light on. There we go. We are ready for I don't know a terraforming of some kind. This doesn't look that exciting. Never mind, advanced alloys. I am so in. Um, I was gonna say you either need building tags or microbe and science tags. Maybe even just science tags. With Pharma Union, I think we played it recently. Every microbe tag is a malus, but then you have the opportunity to get a better benefit later with a science tag. Um, is ecology experts worth anything? I mean, if you're playing a competitive game, you could play fish to start. But since none of that's important, maybe you just take the huge asteroid, start with a little bit of TR, a little bit of heat income. Biosphere support? I don't know. A little bit of Venus terraforming. We have to know that 2 of the 1-point animals will be out of the game, which is not great. But hey, a space discount, maybe even rovers to go with everything else, just because I don't have that much to do. What is our science tag draw? Anti-grav. Okay. Still, I'm looking at Lunar Beam. I'm looking at... Well, I'll probably just play Lunar Beam. And then Advanced Alloys is actually a TR. Normally, I wouldn't play Advanced Alloys with no metals. But, hey, we're here. That brings us up to 21 TR on the first turn, but we do have a -2 for income, which is... not super hot. I don't think any of our cards have requirements right now, so I'll just get this one close. Viral Enhancers is interesting as the microbe tag and the science tag, of course. Still no metals, unfortunately. Do you just play this? Get a TR, lose a TR. It still has a plague on it. I need to play 2 more science tags to cure the disease, but that's fine. Let's maybe take a second to push... Well, I like to have an ocean beside Olympus Conference, just for that adjacency, if ever it comes into play. Hired Raiders works for steel. I shouldn't need Radchem. I shouldn't need more of that. I don't really have much to do, though, is the problem. Perhaps Beam from a Thorium, but again, I don't even have the Jovian tag to play it. I might get one, just for the sake of having a card. Nah, man. Nah, dog. Let's not say we did. It's really slow start. I'll take a space discount into a card draw that gives me another TR. Venus Magnetizer. At least that gives us some Venus like infrastructure. Now that the energy income is all the more important. Let's do a little bit of Venus just so we can get that double bump. Arctic Algae. We like that. A Jovian. Still no metal production is what's killing me. A Jovian multiplier, though, fine. We can pick you up. Arctic Algae this turn. I mean, it's really not a great run, I have to say. Red Gen 4. This is normally when we do the audit. What's our income? Well, I'm plus 10 on TR, but then -2. So I have a production of $8 per turn. My baseline is like 15 to 20. So I'm at half of the low end. I have no metals. If I had metals, they'd be higher value, which would be great. I do have a decent amount of TR to get 63 TR, and I do have like a little bit of discount and rebates and stuff, but these are mostly like Arctic Algae and Viral Enhancers. It's all greenery kind of focused. We just don't have what we need to make these things work. So even if I were given a bunch of like Jovian multiplications and stuff, my economy is so weak by Gen 4, I don't think I could pursue a Jovian strategy. But we have anti-grav on the horizon, and we're halfway there. Not even. We're 3 out of 7. We have some Venus opportunity. Like, basically, we're almost there on a couple different things. At least we have some heat. At least we have some upside on oxygen. But yeah, we are in a really I'd say vulnerable situation, just because we have some things keeping us in the game, but a lot of other things keeping us out. This could finish my terraform. This is science tag. This is science tag. I mean, I just need to focus science. As much as I want that ocean, I think I just take the science. Am I gonna cure the disease? Yeah, okay. So this is gonna give us 3 TR. And then this is gonna cost me 2 plants, but then I'll get a plant back from Viral Enhancer. I don't have a thing that I need to use steel on. I mean, I could use on rover construction, but I don't have a city to build. So we're just kind of waiting along. Next turn, I'll probably do my double Venus bump and then get Magnetizer. So let me do another Venus bump just to really set things up. There we go. Science, science. Something to do with steel, maybe? This is good for terraforming. I don't need this event. Alright, so then Hired Raider, Steel to Steel. I'm going to build the rover construction just because. Actually, what do I have to play? Like, it would be so good to get, like, some metal. I don't plan on getting that many granaries that quickly. This at least lets me get this out there. And now Magnetizer's playable, and we are at 5 science tags. So with adaptation technology, I just got GHG producing bacteria, which requires 4% oxygen, or I could go for a physics complex. All of that gets me in on the good stuff. So let's take some oxygen to try and make that playable. A science tag is nice. A grass is nice. Industrial microbes is our first bit of metal offered to us. And again, anti-grav is just a touch out of reach for right now, unfortunately. Invention contest perhaps gives us some more energy. Venus magnetizer, looking at you for things that would be good. Though I think grass gets us that second oxygen next turn. Still, Venus Magnetizer pays off very quickly. It's just a really good way to terraform Venus. Exceedingly quick. So, okay. I mean, that kind of rounds us out for a second. I think next turn we get our anti-grav and we feel better about everything. I shouldn't need lava flows, right? Well, at this point, it could be a couple card draw. So, first, adaptation technology. Second, I mean, I still don't have the money for it, which is so annoying. GG producing bacteria. I'll let that one make a microbe. That's going to help us with the heat. And then grass, may as well get it a turn early. I could save $2 on it by getting it next turn, but the production means that I'll end up getting the oxygen, which will give me the heat, which, or no, it won't give me the heat. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get an ocean. We get plants for that too. Earth office, alone, more energy. Do I need Maxwell base? It's an interesting card, but I don't really have Venus things that need to be supported right now. It's really good points, but let's not and say we did. Get you, get you. Okay, now I have some discounts, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with the state of affairs. We have Venus terraforming very quickly. We have more energy in hand. And then the question is, if I take this loan, do I get more out of it? I could get energy out of it, but I don't have to play it right now. This is probably fine. We're going to be in a really weird spot in terms of heat next turn. This looks like 15, right? Oh, no, 16. We're perfect. We are so perfect. So, Oxygen or oceans are both needed. Media group, that's why you wait to take the loan, baby. And then some cities. Okay, if we had some steel, that would be insanely good. Maybe we can get some steel. Take this loan. Couple heat bumps. I mean, yeah, immigrant city. I mean, the income, it really doesn't matter, but it hurts my energy as well, which I guess is bad. But I mean, I'm here, right? And then I take this. Well, do I do the mole hole first? Ooh, I could even mole hole into the lava flows. I don't think I'll have enough money for both. Just trying to make sure that we get some points in the game as well, you know? Which is quite tricky. I don't even think I need lava flows anymore, actually, now that I think about it. Because I have these microbes, which are going to pop off. I have a heat bump. Well, yeah, I don't know. If I'm getting one heat bump per gen, that's 2. Plus 1 here, plus 1 or 2 from my lava flows. It's all questionable. I mean, if lava flow gives me 3 cards and then 2 ocean adjacencies, it's probably worth it. Yeah, it's just going to take a half second. I mean, if we had this at the start of the game, we would have gone to the moon. Because advanced alloys plus all our discounts and stuff, I might even still take it. I'm half tempted. But I don't have the energy for it. Strip mine could help save the day just because of the 2 oxygen. But yeah. Again, I don't know if I need the lava flows, but for the sake of getting the card draw, plus I get money back on a couple different things, I think that's worth it. Dust Seals is playable because we can go plus or minus 2, which is sick. Heather. Ooh, Mineral Deposit. That's a hit. That just gave us $15 worth of value. Plus, this guy here solidifies the heat track for us. So we did overkill it, in fact, but only by 1 bump so far. So far because, like, yeah, we might overkill it by more just based on other events, but that's fine. I don't really have an animal card, and we, like I said at the very start, we lost 2 of the 1-point animals in the deck early, right? Fish and birds. So I think that leaves penguins and livestock and Venusian animals. So there are still some 1-point animals in the deck, but not enough for me to slow down. Big asteroid, sad to see that. Strip mine and magnetic field all benefiting from energy, let alone the energy we need here. But it is what it is. But here, look at this plant income that we're getting. All from Arctic algae procking over and over and over again. So that means the oxygen is pretty much dealt with. Everything is right as rain, I guess. We need energy. We might end up doing a lot of standard projects here if we don't get it. Nope. That's bad. No card draw, of course. Oh, 2 heat bumps. I was off by 2 heat bumps. 1 from this and 1 from the microbes. But still, those 3 cards, like, I don't know if that was a bad play, just because I did still get 3 cards out of it. If I buy an energy, that's a really cheap Venus bump, of course. And then I just lose because I need too many things. Aquifer for a card, perhaps. Aquifer because it gives me a bunch of money. If I buy 1 greenery, I get the second one basically free. If money's the problem, I could put it not beside my city. It's just like, let's say I put it here for $6. That doesn't really change. I can only buy one Venus bump. You know, I can't buy two. So with $6, I could buy a city. But even then, it feels like it's better to. Yeah, no, it's not that hot. It's just not that hot. And there's not even an energy for this one. I was thinking, oh, if I have nothing left over, at least I have 2 steel. I can do 1 chance at a card. The answer to that is no, you can't. Well, look, I'll do that and buy the city, and now we're 1 plant away from good times. And we have 2 extra heat bumps. Boo! 1 plant away from another 2 points and 3 Venus bumps, despite having the energy terraforming card. Is just a bit sad. Just a bit sad. I mean, we did score 102 points. We did get over 63 TR. And that is impressive in its own right, given that in Gen 4, our economic outlook was so bad. We did end up getting the terraforming, or rather the anti-grav, that brought us kind of closer to what we needed. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, 2 out of 3. That's a mid-game rescue, if you ask me. We just didn't have the points. We got a ton of board points to close the gap. We didn't have a punch here. And what really hurt us was that last bit of Venus. If we just had more income, we could have overcome it. But I don't know, man. It was a long shot. 69 is always a good amount of terraforming rating to have. It's kind of the perfect amount. But with that said, I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.